Hi, I'm Kim from Two Small Plots. Welcome back to my channel where we'll be just looking at the second year of my allotment, and it's the second year but the first year for the second plot. And so we took it from being like a field and lots of dock. It had been gardened before but it had been just left for a couple of years, and so we just put the cardboard down and covered it with compost mostly. And so we're going to see what happens when we plant it all up, and what happens to, you know, in the no dig beds and how well things grow. So looking forward, I'm quite excited. It's the first time it's been really dry, and we've had a few dry days now, and it's starting to warm up. I've been getting some things into the ground like my peas and my cabbages and cauliflowers and things like that. So just come down to check them out today, but there's a few videos to follow just showing you progress of things. And I just wanted you to have a quick look at the fruit that I've got in the garden, and how everything's coming on. So these are the blackcurrant bushes. I have 4 of these. They were already here, quite established. I just took a lot of the old wood out and fed them, and last year they did really well. So just looking forward to see how they do again this year. Here we have the blueberries. Got 2 blueberries, both doing really quite well now, just coming into flower. Finding it hard to focus on that. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so they're just about to open up. Some of the bells have already opened up. So we're going to have a lot of blueberries this year. Here's the raspberries. These are a slightly later variety. Again, took all the old canes out, and these ones are just all springing into life now. So, yummy, lots of raspberries. And this is the tayberry, and they are huge and lethal. So hard to tie in, really spiny, but really doing well. Look, everything's just busting out. My pear tree, these are either Williams or Comus. Anyway, they're the larger variety of pear. They've been pruned and they're doing really well. Look a lot healthier now that we've taken out a lot of the old wood. Another area of tayberry, and yeah, again, I just took out a hell of a lot. These are so old, these bushes, but still, doing really well. So we did think about taking this row out, but we left them for this year just because it's in a bit of an awkward place, and once they start really growing, they're hard to walk past without catching yourself on. My small apple trees, 2 apple trees, I've tied them in to just try and grow them horizontally, so a bit of espalier, and now they're coming into leaf. And I guess we really have to mention the humble rhubarb. Here we have the champagne, and it's thrown up from the side as well. So I thought I only planted 1 crown, but it seems to be a big one. So that's doing okay. And you also have the Victoria. So plenty of rhubarb coming. And I've seen these grow huge in other people's gardens, so I'd love that, but it's just a baby one at the moment. This top end, the first plot, is underneath a sycamore tree, so just thousands of little tap-rooted, just look at it bursting. You don't want to let these get too big because they're quite hard to get rid of, but we'll just pull them out as we go along. Just thought I'd give you a little tour, show how these low tunnels are coming on, all planted up. We've got chervil and pak choy and some lettuce and some red frills mustard that I've been picking all winter. So some things have been in there for a while, and I've just kind of tweaked it up a little bit by adding some more leafy greens and a few spring onions. Here we have like another raised bed number 2. We have some kailan, Asian greens, lettuce that I've overwintered. I've just topped this up with some pak choi, so the green ones there, and the red ones there. And yeah, as you can see, this beds have quite a lot of well rotted manure, a few more Asian greens going to seed, and so we'll just come by and pick what we can, and that's what I've been doing all winter, is having a few mixed leaves going on throughout the whole winter. Been good. Low tunnel or raised bed number 3, and we have spinach, Madania, just coming on, just starting to grow now. And they haven't been attacked too much. They've been in here about a week now, so we've got some more Asian greens. Now this one is a different one, haven't grown this one before, and yeah, I've been just trying lots of different variations on Asian greens and seeing how they do, but I missed the window for growing them in the autumn, which is why I'm trying early in the spring. It's taken them a while to get to this height, to this size, but they're coming on nice now. They've gone in the ground. Number 4. Now this was a kind of cold frame, but I just transferred it into being one of the kind of low tunnels, or a nice shady. This is quite shady until the afternoon, but the spinach is coming on really well. Really likes it here, so looking healthy and making some great leaves. Just a few holes, but I've got my beer traps out, and they seem to be trapping the slugs, but yeah, I'm not sure how effective they are in the long term, so we'll just find out that as we go along. Now I've been trying to dodge the slugs, so I've been planting my new little cabbages, which are there you go, these ones. They are the cabbages. There you go, cabbages. They're the first year I've grown them. You can see I've got little slug traps everywhere, just to really try my hardest to get on top of it, but something's eating them, or was eating them before I put the netting on. So I've got the enviromesh, and I've just been planting the cabbages in different places around the garden to see if they do better in one place than in the other. So this is what I built yesterday for my cauliflowers and some cabbages, and I'm just interplanting them with a row of lettuce for the time being. I'll show you. Here we go. So yeah, we have more of the same cabbage until we get to about halfway, and then we start on our little cauliflowers all year round. And as you can see, I can just plant some hardy lettuces in the middle, and hopefully they will just be all gone by the time that the cabbages take over. So we're just going to check the slug traps and see how they've done overnight. And I've planted my peas out. I planted a row along the fence here, which did really well last year, and I've got another row here which are the mange too. No, these are the sugar snaps. Yeah, the smaller ones that didn't germinate so well. Anyway, get off please, get off. Spenny, off you go. It's not for you. No, it's not for you. And these are the sugar snaps, so I'm just going to have a look. So far, so good. No damage. I just double fleeced them up, and lots of beer traps. So we're just we're hoping, but I think that it probably takes them about 5 days to even realise that there's something sweet and juicy here to eat and start heading this way. Yeah, so I'm thinking like day 5 is probably the day to look out for any rogue slugs that may think they're onto a good thing and just pick them off. But yeah, looking good. So far they're all about that high, and they just seem to have perked up since I put them in the ground on 2 days ago. We're now the 4th of April, so welcome to Two Small Plots channel. Please like and subscribe, and look forward to showing you more of the growing things that are going on in my allotment. Hi again, and sorry this video is a bit disjointed. You know, I'm outside, I'm inside, but just a bit later on I thought I'd just run through a few of the squash that I'm going to be sowing, because I just thought suddenly, oh, this one's meant to be sown a bit earlier. Now, I've never grown this one before. It is called Zucchetta rugosa fruilana. It's supposed to be the wrinkled of fruits. So yeah, it's a type, it says squash, but then it also says courgette. So I've looked it up and it says it's very tasty, nutty. It's kind of squash rather than a soft courgette. So I'm going to try that just because it looks so interesting to grow. It can grow vertically. It's not like big and round. And last year I didn't make the mistake of growing just big ones, but I did grow two huge ones. One was the Marina de Choggia, and the other one was the giant blue one. Can't remember what it's called now, but you may have seen it in an earlier video when I had my last one left, and I will be updating a video showing how I've just quickly cooked a real nice squash, roasted squash and roasted garlic soup, and I made the whole thing into that because then it just stores. I don't have to worry about it, and it is delicious like that. So the trouble with the big ones is that you don't get very many fruits off of one vine, no matter how much you let it ramble and feed it. But I did have I had 7 actually, 2 small ones and 5 huge ones. They were all 6 to 7 kilos each. So they're not very easy to just use like for one for yourself or for a side dish to your family meal. So you have to really think about, you know, planning to carve it up and chop it up and prepare it and cook it up. So once you open it, you really got to use it. So this year I'm growing some smaller ones, this one being the first one I'm going to do. I'm not going to plant the others now because this one needs a little bit longer and just needs to go in the ground now. So in the propagator now, I'm going to start it off indoors, just in either these size 4 cells or these, and I give them a wash, these little small cells, because quite a few of those fit inside my propagator, and I'll just have it on a low heat just to help germinate them inside and then move them on and grow them on. But just a quick look what else I'm doing this year. So I've chosen some other ones. I'll do these in a week or two. This one is the Tonda Padana, and you can see it's a smaller type, but it's still really, you know, quite a bulky one, that one. But I probably will grow one Marina de Choggia just because it was just amazing watching them grow every day. They just got so huge. Quite interesting. And the other one I've got the Yuchiki Curry, which I have seen a lot of people, that's the orange one, grow and say it's got a fantastic taste. And I don't think I've ever eaten it before, so I'm going to try that one this year, and that's a smaller one as well. The other one is a butternut, Waltham butternut squash. Yeah, we all know that one. It's such a common one in our supermarkets, and it's great. It's easy to roast, easy to use, and you know, easy to spice up or add to your dishes. So this is the Turk's turban, which I think looks amazing. It's the one with like a smaller round on top of the, well, like a Turk's turban really. So have a quick look at that one, Turk's turban. Also a smaller one that you can use. Oh God, I keep buying them. Gosh, you can see that I've got more room this year, can't you, with the second allotment. Just gone mad on buying things that sprawl and need quite a bit of room and a bit of feeding. But a few of these I will grow vertically. I haven't quite decided which board I'm going to use and how I'm going to set up the training, but I've got some vertical towers from last year, so follow on and we'll be catching up how we're going to do that. The last one is the sweet dumpling squash, which I also thought looked really cute. So we've gone for those. Courgette wise, I've got a variety. Standard one, Black Beauty, it's the darker one. I grew these round ones last year. They were very successful. You leave them on the bush, they can get to a good size. And I've just got this nice, really dark one. It's the Dynasty F1, and it says almost black. And I think that sometimes when the skin isn't so speckled and rigid, the smoother ones are, you know, quite delicious. And I'm a fan of them stuffed and baked and roasted, and in vegetable lasagna and things like that. So I don't see them as an easy to grow and kind of throwaway crop. I think that they're good. I don't think you can freeze them on their own so much, the courgettes, but like steamed and frozen, I don't think they do very well like that. But you can make them into vegetable lasagna or layered food that you can then refreeze and use from the freezer. Anyway, I'm rambling on, so thanks for watching, thanks for catching up. I'll put all these little pieces of these videos together, and hopefully you can make sense of them. I'll see you next time.